Hello, as you can probably already tell, today I'm doing Ever After High redesigns. As a kid, I really loved fairy tale stories, so Ever After High was one of my favorite shows as a kid. I even remember the first time I watched it was when I was sick and I was at my aunt's house because my parents couldn't watch me. Luckily, my aunt had Netflix, and after that day, Ever After High was present a lot in my life. Me and my sister even had a lot of the dolls as a kid. They're all broken now though. Anyways, I saw others doing redesigns of the characters and wanted to try doing it myself just for fun. I'll just be doing Apple and Raven today since I decided to do 2 designs each for both of them. I decided to do 2 designs because I kinda wanted to experiment a bit with the hair and outfits, plus it's just more fun. But if I do a part 2, I'll probably just do 1 design for each character, so I can do more characters. Anyways, as you can see, I'm doing Raven first because she's my favorite. Usually the emo-looking characters aren't my favorite, but how can you not feel for Raven's story of being misunderstood and just wanting to choose her own path? Like, I'm pretty sure at the beginning of the story everyone except Maddie and Dexter hate her or are afraid of her. Now that I think about it, I kinda relate to Raven now that I'm older, sadly. But anyways, because of this, for her design, I wanted her to look intimidating, so I gave her a lot of sharpness in her design. I think in the original version her and Apple are about the same height, but a popular headcanon is Raven being way more taller than Apple, and I agree with that. So you can't really see it here, but imagine Raven's probably pretty tall. I also gave her a corset and some feathers coming from her sleeves and pants. At least I hope they look somewhat like feathers, but I did this because I wanted my designs to still look like they belong in a fantasy setting. Because the world of Ever After High is still a fantasy world. Yeah, it's modern in some aspects, but it still, I would argue, leans more into fantasy aesthetics. So I'm not going to lie, one of my Ever After High redesign pet peeves are when people make the characters too modern. Because then they feel like they don't belong in their world. It's fine if it was drawing characters in modern fashion, but as redesigns they don't really work. But it's whatever. I'm not the redesign police. Redesigns are just for fun mostly, but it's still a weird choice when people forget the setting of the story. Anyways, I'm starting on my second Raven design. In the end, I think I like my first Raven design more. I really like that. I decided to give her a jumpsuit, but the short hair kinda makes her look like another Raven, if you know what I mean. And now all I see is Raven from the Teen Titans instead of Raven Queen, so I kinda don't like it because of that. Still cute though. Anyways, in both designs, I have Raven covering up a lot because I don't think she's the type of girl to show off her body. She's not shy or anything, but since she's so unpopular I don't think she'd really want attention, so she'd probably somewhat hide away a bit. I got rid of her crown in both designs. Since Raven rejects her destiny of becoming the evil queen, I don't think she'd flaunt around with a crown. But I did keep the spikes in her second design, kinda holding up her ponytail, because I thought that the top of her head needed something. I guess the spikes could be mistaken for a crown, but they're not. I also had her black dress fade into purple because I felt it would be too boring to just give her a plain black dress. Instead of giving her a widow's peak hairline, this time I decided to give her bangs. Also, as you'll see later, I gave her elf ears, just a choice I made for my own personal satisfaction. And finally, as you'll see later, I added like a chain belt to bring some more interest to her plain black dress. So, yeah, that's about all I have to say about Raven, so enjoy some music and see ya later. So here's Raven. I'm pretty satisfied with both designs, but I think I like the first one more. It's just too bad she looks like another Raven. Anyways, tell me down below which design you think is better. If you made it this far in the video, I would really appreciate it if you liked the video. It would help out my channel a lot. Now we can move on to Apple. Oh, problematic Apple. Yeah, Apple isn't the most liked character in E.A.H., and for good reason. She is pretty annoying. She's basically loved by everyone, and has a fantastic destiny of becoming like one of the most beloved queens after she gets waken up from being poisoned by an apple. So with a great destiny, of course she wants to follow it to a T, but she's pretty ignorant to other people's destinies. Because some characters have some pretty messed up destinies. Like Raven, who will probably be jailed for decades after poisoning Apple, or Briar Beauty, who will have to sleep for 100 years and lose everyone she loves. But no, Apple is just ignorant to everyone else's problems, and then has the audacity to call Raven selfish. It's bonkers wild, and yeah, I guess she thought everyone should follow their destinies or they might poof. But if my destiny was already pretty messed up, I think I would be willing to risk poofing from existence. Also, do y'all remember in Dragon Games when Apple literally released the evil queen from her mirror prison? Just so the evil queen could try to convince Raven to be good. Like, Apple is so problematic. It's wild. Anyways, for my first redesign, I really wanted something cute. Apple is definitely that girl who would show up to school looking extra. I gave her a apple beret because I thought it would fit perfectly, and I tried giving her a gingham pattern on her skirt, but it wasn't looking good, so I just colored over it, but it left this faded checkered pattern that's just so cute. I gave her some gold boots just because I thought they fit with the rest of the outfit. As you'll see though, I'm leaving coloring her hair to the very last because I wanted to experiment with giving Apple black hair. But I didn't know if I wanted her first design to have black hair or her second design. So I waited till the end to see where it would fit better. Now we're doing her second design, and for this design I wanted it to be more fancy. Again, a big poofy dress, and you'll see at the end I decided to add sparkles. Which I'm questioning if that was too much, like I feel like Apple would be extra, but would she be the extra? I still like the end result of this design though. I think both designs are good, and I can see Apple wearing both, but I just don't know if she'd wear either as her main outfit, you know? Like, maybe she'd wear the first one in a forest adventure or something, and then she'd wear the second one to a tea party. But I don't know if she'd wear either as her main outfit. What do you guys think? I think if I took out the black gloves in the second design, maybe then it would look more casual, and then she could wear it as her main outfit. Yeah, I think the gloves are too fancy. Anyways, now you can see what I decided on for the hair. I decided to give the first design black hair since she's wearing a yellow top, and overall the first design has brighter colors, so giving that design black hair will add some nice contrast. By the way, I don't think black-haired Apple would be born with that black hair. I definitely think she dyes her hair. I didn't give her roots though because I think she'd be on point with it too. Apple cares a lot about her destiny, and I'm pretty sure in the story of Snow White, Snow White is described as having hair as black as coal or something. So I feel like Apple dyeing her hair makes sense, so she can feel like she's fitting her role perfectly. For her second design though, I stuck with the blonde hair and I gave her a hairstyle similar to her throne coming hairstyle. That's just one of my favorite Apple dolls. In fact, all the throne coming dolls were basically peak. I'm not going to lie, I really love red and yellow color combinations. I know some people make jokes about it because it looks like ketchup and mustard, but honestly I think yellow and red look so good together, I'm not going to lie. Especially like a maroon, red, and a gold. It's just so pretty. Anyways, I'm basically done with Apple, so here are the final results. Tell me down below which design you like better. And if I do a part 2, who should I redesign next? I should be able to do more characters since I'll only do one design per character. Anyways, since you've made it to the end of the video, consider liking and subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. Thanks for watching and have a great day.